Let's jump right into it, man. It's we got the tunes going for a little while before I cut them short. But defending your wife, defending your wife. I just said wife because of the recent situation with Will Smith and Chris Rock. It was his wife.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even if it ain't your wife, even if it's just your girlfriend of a long time or whatever, defending your partner, especially in a space, in an event, in an arena of the caliber of the Oscars. You know, everybody knows what happened between those two brothers last night. First off, before we get too deep, man, what do you, based on what you seen, or based on what you was able to go back and recap and watch after you heard, all the hoopla, and what you think about? What you think about what happened, man?
Man, it's really a multifaceted issue because, like, yeah, we saw it. I think we saw it hit a peak last night, but this has been going. I remember hearing, watching Will Smith and really hearing about him. Man, it's been about a year since they went on Red Table Talk.
Yeah.
And then when they was talking about all that stuff about August Alsina and the entanglement and all that, that's really, because he will be, he been the butt of a lot of jokes since then. You know what I'm saying? And I think it all came to a head last night. You know what I'm saying? And for what he did, man, it's just, in my opinion, it seemed like he took all the frustration out of the wrong person. I'm not saying you should slap Jade. Of course, I'm not saying that. It seemed like you and her need to have a talk. You know what I'm saying? Or you need to. It seemed like he got a lot that he going through in his personal life or whatever. You know what I mean? But like, look, I can see if Chris Rock would have called out a name, like called her a bitch or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, he didn't do all that. It was a joke. You had an award show with a comedian as the host. Like I heard so many times, if you're trying to be sensitive, you might not want to sit in the first row. I don't know if he's in the first row or not, but like,
I think they was in the first row. I think they was in the first row.
They was in the first row. Well,
I think so. I think so.
Y'all know the rules, man. It's fair game, especially if it's a black comedian. Like, you don't know what he's gonna say. So I mean, I don't think dude went too far with the joke. I just think Will Smith, you got a lot of
pent up aggression, huh?
Pent up hostility, because he been the butt of a lot of jokes. I done seen that damn Will Smith sad meme a lot since, like, that Red Table Talk, and he damn near took the place of the Crying Jordan meme, and we both know how popular that is. So I mean, look, man, it seemed like Will
meme game then came up.
Yeah, it came up. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he a little he got tired of hitting it. You know what I mean? Chris Rock felt it. But of course, because we got defending your wife across the back, scrolling across. I'll be the first man to defend my wife. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But you can take it too far though. You know what I mean? We're lucky Chris ain't bring him up on the South charges, because he said he ain't gonna file charges or whatever. But I mean, he went too far in my opinion, man. But
oh, you feel like he went too far?
Yeah, man. Look, if we talk about if somebody charging my wife to do physical harm to her, then yeah, okay, then that was warranted. More than a slap. We gonna have to throw hands. Okay, I get it. But him doing his set, him telling jokes, nah. Maybe he probably should just went up to him and doing break or backstage or whatever. Hey, look, bro, don't come at my wife like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm letting you know now. But like, come on now, especially for brothers, man, we can't just go. You can't just be slapping each other in public like that. You know what I'm saying? On camera, the laws gonna be. Come on now, it don't work like that. So that's really how I see it for now, man. But what about you, my brother? Where you come at on it?
When you look at the situation, man, and you look at everything because you got to understand what people have to understand. Chris Rock has had the Smith family and many of his material. you know, for some years.
Like what you mean, stand up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And especially like at the last Oscars in 2016, where he came at them about Jada boycotting the Oscars because Will, I guess he didn't get Best Actor for the concussion movie or whatever. And he pretty much had a line like, you know, Jada, why are you boycotting and you weren't even invited? You know, so I know that was like a sting. I know it's been like a little tick and tack. Now I don't know if he used any of their personal entanglement session of their life in any of his material. I don't know that. Okay. You know, so I haven't kept up with all the occurrences of Chris Rock using the Smith family name. So I don't know all the occurrences. I just know based on the situation that we saw last night. And with the title called Defending Your Wife, you got to look at it and you got to say, man, was Will Smith out of line? Was Will Smith out of line? Now, as a husband, I can never say a husband is out of line for doing whatever he do on the behalf of his family. As a husband, I can't say that. But to me, it's all about your bottom line. And if your family understand what the bottom line is.
Okay.
Which means it's a healthy form of communication.
All right.
So if I feel like the communication in that family is bad, because if the bottom line was the achievements, the career, the family looking good, the family having a good presentation, you know, you protecting the brand, you protecting that family brand. But at the end of the day, this is what I want people to understand. Some families, their brand is outside of what you know them for. Their brand is the drama and the chaos of their life. They milk that and make money off of it.
Yeah. It's quite a bit of families like that, huh?
So when you look at the entanglement situation, they milk that.
Yeah, they did.
Red table talking, interviews, and I'm pretty sure might be a book coming out. They didn't took that and counsel people and did a lot of, you know, marriage, you know, talks. They milked that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the same thing is going to be done with this Oscar situation.
It's going to be milk.
It's a milking moment. You know, it's a milking moment. It's a moment that honestly anybody could have done.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you in Will's shoes, where money is no longer your bottom line. Will is not like a 2 or 3 year man in the business looking for his big check.
Yeah.
So the moves that he make will mess up his career. Will been in the business 30 years.
Yeah, that's true.
His money made. And then on top of that, not only is his money made, her money made.
True. And
then not only is her money made, the kids' money made.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So money is not their bottom line. And based on the things that they have been going with in the public eye for the last 2 or 3 years, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Will was in a situation where he was doing damage control. He's damage controlling his situation. However, he could damage control it to make the reconciliation with his wife a little bit smoother. You know, they put a lot of stuff out in the public eye, and now the reconciliation always gonna be a little bit of a rocky road for anybody.
Yeah.
You know, so at the end of the day, I don't think him coming after Chris Rock was a super malicious thing. I just think it was one of the situations where the straw broke the camel's back, you know? Or I feel like it was one of the situations where we know we going to the Oscars. We know Chris Rock is hosting the Oscars.
Yeah.
We know he going, because if you think about it,
he gonna say something.
If you think about it, look how everything is set up. The Oscars, they already knew Will Smith was gonna win Best Male Actor. They knew that before the show even. They already knew it.
Yeah.
So the family already sitting on the front row. Chris Rock doing his thing. it was already a combustible element.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They couldn't take Will to jail because the biggest star, the biggest night of his life, supposed to be the biggest night of his life for one of the biggest stars, that was supposed to be his night.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So no matter what happened,
he
wasn't going to jail.
Yeah.
He get a pass tonight. He wasn't going to jail when no charges going to be filed. You know, at the end of the day, it was the perfect wrong moment for that to happen.
Mm.
It was the perfect wrong moment for that to happen. You know,
that's fair.
So when it comes to defending his wife, yeah, he could have ended. He could have easily just said, "Hey man, chill out on my wife. Keep the show rolling. Keep the show rolling." But with so much that has been going on in their situation, and that their situation has been so much in the public eye, you have to understand, man, it was some dark stuff going on.
Yeah, it was.
That woman pretty much sat at that table, at that red table, and admitted that she was low-key falling in love with that youngster.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was all because of Will's fault, because you agreed or you allowed your wife to talk you into a situation of an open marriage, which you knew was a lose-lose situation for you.
Yeah.
It was a lose-lose. And you lost bad.
Yeah, you did.
You lost bad. Because at the end of the day, you just lost bad.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
so it was a downhill spiral until last night.
Yeah.
And when you feel like you in a situation, when you feel like, and I know Will, he in a situation where he feel like he losing his wife. And if you kind of follow the Smiths kind of life or whatever, you will understand that initially she didn't want to really be in a committed relationship with Will.
You talking about at the beginning, huh?
And Will wanted her, but she didn't want to be super committed. She wasn't really about the marriage and everything, like trying to be married and the things like that. She wasn't really about that. She just wanted to be free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how many times do you come across a Will Smith? You don't.
Yeah.
It's very seldomly.
Yeah.
If you lose your once, it's very seldom you're gonna come across another Will Smith caliber type of man.
Yeah.
So I get it why she did it. It was great for business. It was great. It was a great person to have kids with financially.
Yeah.
So it was a win for her.
Yeah.
But when that's not the person that you really want to be with, it's going to show in due time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know.
And you know, to piggyback on that, it probably was showing. He probably saw the signs off the top. You know what I mean? Like if you know, if you shoot a shot at somebody and they say, well, you know, I'm not trying to be free, or you're not really my type, or whatever, and you know, like they say, what you say, apply pressure, and you know, you will wear down and you'll get it eventually. Nah, if she ain't feeling you off the top, you might want to move around. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Will wasn't having it. Like you say, Will wanted her, and he went and got it. But like, you know, one more thing I want to add to the, you know, to the synopsis. If you look at when Chris said the joke, Will laughed. You know what I'm saying? Well, from what I saw, Will laughed, and then it cut away to Chris, and then he got up and slapped him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But what I heard in the cutaway, Jada looked at Will. And, you know, pretty much, hey, you gonna handle that or what? You know what I'm saying? And then is that true?
Yeah, he was laughing.
He laughed.
He was laughing about it was some jokes that Chris was saying first that necessarily wasn't straight geared towards Jada. That Will was laughing. And then he started to
G.I. Jane joke.
He started talking about Jada. And then it was a little soft punch about Jada. And then he was like, then he jumped into the G.I. Jane part 2. Now, for those people who know, Jada has been, you know, dealing with alopecia, losing the hair, which a lot of people deal with. It's not like alopecia is a stage 4 cancer type deal or nothing like that. It's hair loss. But at the end of the day, in scripture it says, having long hair for a woman is her glory.
Yeah.
It's her glory. Women glory in having long hair.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying that women don't glory in having short hair either, but women love they long, nice, kept up hair.
Yeah.
So the fact that a woman is losing it to a medical condition that she can't stop, I get it. It's a tricky thing. You're getting older. You feel like you don't look as beautiful as you probably thought you was, or whatever like that. My thing of it is that, but this is my thing of it is that did Chris Rock really know that she was going through that? I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know if Chris Rock knew she was going through that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Until I seen an article about it that somebody brought up, and then I seen another article about it, I didn't know she was going through
it. Yeah, I just heard about it.
I just heard about it myself.
Yeah.
So it's not far-fetched.
Yeah.
That, you know, that man don't know about it either. You know? So with that, in defending his wife, he could have did it the subtle way. And this is where I like the chain of command and great communication and a great partnership in a marriage comes into play.
Being on the same page.
Mm-hmm. Because if I'm not there or if I'm acting up, me and my wife got to be so much in sync to where she knows how to still do what it do to make the right moves on behalf of the family.
Yeah.
So if my wife, somebody disrespecting her or somebody disrespecting her, and my wife see me start walking towards that person,
she know what it is.
She know what it is.
Yeah.
She gonna jump in her way and say, "Nah, baby, let's go. Come on, let's go. I ain't got time to hear. Let's go. Let's just leave." Because she already knows, like the communication so strong and the compatibility so strong. She already know. My husband got that look in his eyes. My husband got that tone of voice. It's going to be something crazy, so we might as well just go ahead and call it a night and leave. I don't think the communication that great with the Smith family, because at the end of the day, you would have known. Oh, he making a beeline to go up there. Something about to happen. But if y'all not on that accord like that, you're not gonna know it. Yeah. And I get it, because Will never seemed like a super confrontational person.
Yeah.
Nobody thought, oh, Will was walking up there and was gonna slap his man.
Yeah, I know Chris did. Looking, if you look at it,
yeah,
he didn't think that was happening.
Yeah, everybody thought it was. Everybody thought he was gonna go up there and it was gonna do the Will Smith thing, say his little joke, and go on back to his seat.
Yep.
So it caught Chris by surprise too. Yeah, and I think when your wife really have never seen you, I don't want to say get gangster, but when your spouse have never ever seen you really be rowdy and super protective, this is what you get out of Jada Pinkett. Because if she would have known Will to be aggressor a lot, I think she would have made a beeline to stop him, but she didn't.
Yeah.
But she didn't. You know?
Yeah.
So when it comes to the defending your wife, Roti, put yourself in that situation. We just gonna use particularly this situation for right now.
Okay.
You about to get an award. You know what's going on behind your closed doors. You know what you dealing with your family, and you know your family issues or whatever y'all got going on. And the comedian is throwing them light jabs at your family. How you handling that?
Well, like I said earlier, I know the environment. You know, before I get there, okay, Chris Rock, we got a history. Let's just say that nothing was never talked about. I'm not going up there and hitting the dude. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, only way I'm getting physical is if I see it getting physical first. But like, you know, talking smack, talking noise or whatever, you know, that pretty much comes with the game, in my opinion. Especially when it's a comedian running, emceeing the show. Okay, you know okay, it's possible that they can go there. Like you said, it will be a communication with me and my wife. Okay, do you want to possibly subject ourselves so that we can just skip it or whatever?
Yeah.
Can we handle it? You know what I'm saying? Because we never know what the said comedian might say. So nah, bro. I would go behind set, or maybe I would have went up there and been like, bro, chill out or whatever. But like, I'm not gonna probably break up the Oscars. I probably wouldn't do that. I probably would have hollered at them behind the stage, or we would have talked about it from 2016 to, because you said they had previous.
Yeah.
He was coming out. We already would have told him, like, bro, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then if you do that, well, then it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But like, fight, me, man. I'm a man of peace, which is why I said, I'm looking at Will to go deeper, because like, let's just keep it real. Me and you, we two totally different cats, right? You know what I'm saying? Especially when we talking about fights and all that. You know what I'm saying? You way more scrappy than I am. I'm not saying I won't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. Just you and my other partner, you and my other partner Speedy, y'all quick to, hey, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody, y'all got short fuses. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing, whatever. We just different. So like, like I said, I'm gonna take it back to the beginning, like, because I'm gonna introduce this layer too. A lot of people have been talking about what she was saying about Pac, like this whole last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, had arms from the dude still and all that. So that's another reason why Will was getting roasted. And let's just say that it was known back in the day that Jada, was really digging Pac. And like, if I'm Will, or let's just say if it's me and you, and we just look at it hypothetically, and you're not married and all that, we got this one chick, and she like dudes like you, and let's just say y'all break up. I'm not gonna shoot to that girl. Me and you different. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if she like the rough and tumble, like niggas that's about that action, like bar none. I'm not saying I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But like, you look, I can just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. You know how you get down. So it's like, if I was interested in a female, but you were her type, nah, I'm gonna keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't gonna work, because I'm not her real type. And I think, and I said all that to say, I believe that's starting. That's one of the parts of the genesis of this. Because man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody know, how Jada and Pac was tough. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that. If you was around during the 90s and you watching it, because I was a teenager back then, so I remember that. So Pac was on one end of the spectrum and Will was on the other end of the spectrum. Not saying nobody better or worse, just different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, me personally, I wouldn't even been with Jada, but if I was or whatever, she like this would have been communicated way before. Look, if I know you sensitive about your hair, I'm taking Chris. Look, bro, you can say this, but you can't say this. You say this is gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But you putting that pre-warning out. Yeah, I'm letting you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know. But like, the only way I'm really, getting physical with somebody is if they bring it physical to me. If I see it, oh, okay, then I go there. You know what I'm saying? But like,
okay, so pretty much you done made your definitive answer as simple as that. Long as they don't do no touching of my wife or my girl, them words is just sticks and stones.
Yeah. What about you, my brother?
Oh,
can I guess real quick? You probably laying them out, huh? But I'm just, hey, nah, look, man, but it has been a while since we've been in those spots, and like, you seem a lot more mellow now, so I don't want to just put that out there, but hey, I know back in the day you would lay them out, but go ahead though. Let me, what you guys say.
When you think about back in the day, obviously when you young and when you wild, when you're young, when you wild, you only living for the night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they say, man, a person can step on your shoes and it's about to go down.
On the popping.
You know what I'm saying? But now I'm looking at it as like, look, my main thing is to make it home. Mm. We ain't fit to go crazy about no words. Because in reality of it is that like I said, when it comes to this particular situation, an average man can't look at this situation of Will slapping Chris Rock.
That's true.
And apply that to the everyday streets with people he don't know.
That's true.
You can't apply that same ideology because you can't be wrong, because you gotta think about it. Every piece of disrespect, you ain't gonna go up and try to run up in people's mouths for every form of disrespect. You're gonna end up a dead man real fast.
Yeah, you be trying to fight the whole world.
Your wife gonna be wifeless, laying up with another nigga, and your kids gonna be fatherless with stepdaddy or stepdaddies, depending on what the situation is. Yeah. So you ain't gonna try to, run up in every nigga mouth for every form of disrespect. So if it's words, I understand that. Especially when you have, like you said, when you got a little something going for yourself and you got something to lose, you got to let them words roll off your back. And a strong woman, like I said, with a strong form of communication, when you go places, this is why so many males find it hard to go places with a woman. Because a man will tell a woman, look, babe, it's not that I don't want to go out to the club with you. It's not that I don't want to go out to the spots with you. I want to go with you. But I already know these niggas out here are buck wild. And every time we've been out to these spots, it don't care if you holding your girl by the waist or not. Boys is finna come up there and try to see what's going on. Yeah. Why they gonna try to see what's going on? Because many of the females that be in these spots will be right there with a man, passing numbers off to another dude, holding another dude's hand, taking another dude's drinks, posted up in the corner, talking to another dude while her dude off him. It's a lot of fuckery going on.
It's true.
You see what I'm saying? So honestly, to protect myself and to protect us from going at war, you just go your way and I'm gonna go my way. Because if a person shows any form of disrespect to you while I'm there, I got to get booked. You see what I'm saying? I got to get booked. Yeah. You're not for the disrespect. You're not for to come out for my woman. You're not for to say anything. You're not gonna disrespect her. This is the thing with the whole Will and Jada. This is where the communication come in there. Because I know this guy can say something. I know this guy can come out of his face. Now, when I'm coming and I'm bucking up, we coming back and forth with that verbal. Then it's up to my wife to be like, pull my shirt, let's go. This ain't worth it. And then I'm there like, and then in my mind, I'm like, man, that nigga look at my wife here to pull me off. That's what she come into play. But like I said, how boys do be getting very disrespectful when other men's women are around. It's hard for a man not to say anything, not to step up, not to say, and this is the hard thing for men. I can't be out with my woman and a dude see me holding my woman's hand, but he trying to shoot at her, he trying to get her attention, and the fact that she don't give him her attention, he want to call all kind of bitches and hoes while I'm right there.
Yeah.
Because this is the problem.
Okay.
This is the problem. Even though in your mind you like, man, let's just move around. Let's move to another spot. I ain't got time to argue with this nigga. It's gonna turn bad. On her other end, you got to make sure she don't got no childish mind of saying, dang, so you really wasn't gonna say nothing to that man? Now she wants you to contest everybody's mouth. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Which that's gonna keep you in trouble.
Yeah.
So the battles as a couple,
you
got to know how to fight them battles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So when it comes to this particular situation, as a couple, as Will and Jada, was the battle fought right as a couple? That's what my thing was. The battle fought right as a couple? Was the name protected right as a couple? Because you got to also look at this. What if Chris and Will got into a tussle? A real live brawl. We thumping out here.
Yeah. Security, come on up here. Yeah.
Security come up, and not only security, y'all get to scrambling and going far out and get to fighting amongst the people or whatever like that.
Yeah.
And somebody get hurt. Get hurt. Will went up there through that first actual physical lick. So not only you gonna have to deal with Chris Rock and his paperwork suing you, now you're gonna have to deal with whoever else got hurt.
Yeah.
That's a whole other piece of Caldwell's when you could have just said, "Hey man, I'm gonna holler at you backstage about this. So don't even try to dip off on the show. I'm gonna holler at you backstage.
I'm gonna get at you. Yeah,
I'm gonna get at you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And because, like you said, things can go very bad, very, very bad, very, very quick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, my thing is this: if you know, he felt like I think he lost his cool in the moment. He saw red or whatever, but he knew that he messed up because I believe he issued an apology on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, to Chris Rock finally, because he ain't apologized to him in the moment that night or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he in my opinion, he apologized because he know this can mess his bag up. Yeah, you're right. He got okay. First of all, he got bread. I'm not saying that like you said earlier, they all got bread. Kids, everybody got bread. But hey, he might want to keep getting more bags. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like.
That's my thing. I don't think he would have messed his bag up. I think he apologized. Cause look at Will, man. Will a great actor.
He is.
But at the end of the day, Will is a very, very emotional person.
Yeah.
He cry a lot.
Yeah, he do.
At the end of the day, I think if he issued that apology to Chris, I think it's just because the fact that because he felt like, I thought I had this under control. I thought I was better than this. I thought I was bigger than that.
Okay.
And the fact that like you said, the fact that you boiled over, you at that boiling point to where it couldn't contain, and it got the best of you. And he really felt convicted. He really felt convicted about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. I believe he really felt convicted about it.
I guess what I mean, the bag, like, let's just say he do another Oscar worthy performance. Are they gonna invite him again if he don't apologize? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, the big picture.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
He had to do that.
Yeah, and that's the thing about actually committing a slap, because you can't do anything to mess up your future going forward. Because y'all understand, we live in a world where people gonna hold you to what they saw from you.
Oh yeah, your worst moment. They gonna hold you.
The worst moment. They're gonna try to keep you in that box.
Oh yeah.
So that moment right there, which Will Smith is such a likable guy, such a lovable guy. He's a powerful guy in Hollywood. I don't think he's going to do anything to tarnish his legacy or nothing like that. I don't think it's going to do nothing to tarnish his legacy. But what I do think, as a male and as his relationship, I don't think he gained not an ounce more respect from Jada.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why you say that?
So. I just don't think so, bro. Like, you got to think about it, man. Like I said, she's going to get up on another one of these red table shows and speak her mind, and it's going to be something of the effect that against his actions. It's not going to sound good for his behalf. So it's going to make him look like, damn, you really did all that, and your broad still don't love you to the max.
That's really the root of the issue, in my opinion. That's where this all stems from, bro. She
gonna end up getting up on the show and saying something like, well, I'm still trying to find, supreme love for Will or some shit like that. And people gonna be like, man, y'all been together over 20 years. You telling me you ain't got max love for this man? It's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be like, damn, bro, you really didn't went up here, slapped a whole nother man, and your bro still don't got max love for you.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like if she didn't from the start, you ain't gonna have it. You ain't never gonna have it.
It's gonna be hard to ever have.
You just going through the motions. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't
exactly,
you know what I'm saying. If y'all don't fit together naturally, it ain't nothing you can do that's gonna make it happen. Like it's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole, bro. Y'all just it don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like and I mean, like I said, in my opinion, I think he realized it. I don't know if it was a year ago, 2 years ago, whenever, maybe yesterday. I don't know if he just realizing it now, but it's like, hey man, hey, you ain't got that Pac energy, and that's, I mean, and I'm not saying you should, you know, because everybody should be who they are. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not really a Pac energy. I think it's the fact that, see, if think about it, let's be honest. Pac and Will is not really that much different, if you're being honest.
Okay, let me take a drink on that one. What you mean?
Pac and Will is not really that much different. If you look at it, they both great actors.
True.
They both came from rough neighborhoods.
Yep.
They both came from single parent homes in a way.
Yep.
They both are artistic, crafted people. They're both musicians and there's something in their own right.
True.
You know, they both can be comedic.
Yeah.
If you think about it, these are literally the same dude. The only difference is Pac went a route where he lost his life behind being around some real thugs. And Will went the other way. If Will would have stayed in the rap game and not necessarily the safe route, but not took the super entertainment route, because Will took the super entertainment route. He took the Fresh Prince show. He took the Will Smith records, the family barbecue style records, to get jiggy with it. And he took the Wild Wild West movies. He wasn't really about all that gangster stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Will was about trying to build a career.
Yep.
And the only difference between Pac and Will, if we being honest, is Pac went to the West Coast and got with them thugs.
He did.
And you see how that thug culture turned him inside out.
He did.
Because think about it. The Pac before that was not like that.
That's true. That's true.
You see what I'm saying? And you got to think about it. That's the same Pac that Jada Pinkett fell in love with. Was the Pac before the West Coast and the thugs and all that stuff like that. That's the same Pac she fell in love with. That's the same Pac that was like, quote unquote, the love of her life. It was before going to the Bay Area. It was before learning the game, learning about the bitches and hoes, and learning about the rap. It was before that. You see what I'm saying? So if you think about it, the real true nature of Pac and Will is exactly the same. But I think the only thing that Pac had over Will is, I think, his real love for the people, because his mother and them was activists and things of that nature. And I think that nature, that heart, that true giving heart, that for the people heart, that Will never showed in his young years. That Will wasn't like, it's just like, I'm about Will, I'm about my money, I'm about Will.
Yeah.
Pac had that heart towards the people. Yeah. That I think she fell in love with. And that's something that I don't think that.
Well, even just pinning you down there, that's a pretty stark difference though, right? If one, let's just say, you know, he just focused on himself and his career, which I ain't mad at him, you know what I'm saying? But like, you're right, because like, you know, Pac, it was way more layers to Pac than just thug life. But that's what that's what he remembered for, because that's what got him, like you said, you know, he was
that's what got him killed.
That's what got him killed. You're right. But like, even just let's just say him being a Panther, like not a Panther, but coming from that way of life, you know what I mean? Like those, you know, him and like that's still a pretty stark difference, though. You know what I'm saying?
It is. But what I'm saying is, out of everything that I just named of both of them guys that make them have it, they're common. That's really the one difference that they got.
You're right. That's true.
So it's like, in actuality, she looking at Pac, except for that poetic side, that for the people side, that activist side. Yeah. That's the only thing that Will ain't got.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I'm talking about.
That's true.
So it's like on that other end, and when you have that type of heart, that's like genuinely for the people, that inquisitive mind, like why do people get treated this way? That's something that that's something that's it's either truly in you or it's not.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was truly in Will.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I just think Will was just about, Will getting the bag, doing my own show, doing my thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't about truly about the people.
Yeah. He entertained them.
He was just an entertainer.
Yeah.
Pac on the other end was like he should have went and just, if you think about it, been an activist, and he could have did his music, but really stayed at the activism side. That how they would have prolonged his life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
it's true.
But yeah, when it comes to the defending our women, man, it's in this situation, I don't advise every man to try to run up in another man's house, run up in another man's mouth, and not make it home. I don't advise you. I don't advise you to do that. I do advise. Look, man, words are words. Yeah. But I think the communication between you and your wife or your spouse must be so airtight.
Yeah.
To where it's like, all right, baby, no matter what me and you hear, it is not gonna budge us, and we're gonna keep on moving.
Yeah.
As long as nobody don't put our hands on us, we don't care about what nobody say.
Yeah.
And I think far between too many relationships is that a man already be thinking like that. Mm-hmm. It's like, nah, we just trying to get home. We're gonna keep moving. But most women be in their mind thinking like, dang, you really didn't stand up for me. Mm-hmm. You really didn't say nothing on my behalf. Mm-hmm. I don't feel protected because you didn't say nothing to that man. And then that man looking at you like, bro, I'm not saying nothing to that man because I know it's gonna turn into physical and I might not make it home.
Yeah.
Then what you gonna be saying in? I'm laying in the cage. I'm laying in the casket. Yeah. I'm dead. Because I tried to check this other man's mouth with his words meant absolutely nothing. Mm. That man called you a bitch, and you far from that. Why am I arguing with him for? Mm. That man called you a hoe, and you far from that. That ain't even who you is. Why I gotta argue with this man for about that? Mm. Just to make you feel good. Mm. So you think about it is, I have to risk my life every time to possibly get in fisticuffs with somebody because they said something that offended you. Mm. You didn't think that offended me too, but I know I got to get home to you and these kids.
It's a bigger picture.
It's bigger. It's bigger than these words. Mm. So what you want me to check every nigga for every word he said? Okay, so if you want me to check every man for the disrespect, right? Mm. Well, guess what? Give me all them niggas at your job that's trying to holler at you behind my back, so I can check them niggas for that disrespect towards me. We ain't trying to go there though.
You going deep with that one, bro?
They ain't trying to go there though. They ain't trying to let us know who hollering at them on the job. They ain't trying to let us know who hollering at us on at them on the job that they interested in. They ain't trying to let us know that though. Mm. You feel me?
Yeah.
They ain't trying to let them know every time they go to their friend house, the other friends they got over there that they know gonna be trying to holler at them where they should have really stayed from them. So all these niggas. So you want me to check everybody else when we are together, but you don't want me to check everybody else that's disrespecting me behind my back with you just because you just ain't entertaining them? So like, let me check everything across the board then.
You talking about some selective protection, huh, bro?
It's a lot of selective protection going on around here. When I try to protect you and say, stay at home, you ain't even got to be my wife. We talk about sisters and cousins. Stay at home. Don't go over there. Don't be around them niggas like that. I'm trying to protect you. You ain't trying to hear a thing. Mm. You don't want nobody running your life. But the moment something happened to you,
I need protection.
Why we wasn't there?
Yeah.
Why you ain't answer your phone?
Mm. Shit, damned if you do, damned if you don't, sound like.
That's why I tell my family, that's why I don't even play Cupid with nobody. Why? Because I know it might be a devil living in that man.
Mm.
And you're gonna be like, when you see the devil, you're gonna be like, why you ain't tell me he was like that?
Yeah, why you put me with the devil?
Why you couldn't discern that?
Yeah.
So let's be honest, it's a lot of selective protection going on.
I feel that.
You see how these women out here moving? You tell these women, don't be flying out to these other cities with these other niggas. None of them ain't finna stop flying out just because they brothers say don't do it.
They gonna do it.
None of them ain't
want to do it.
None of them ain't trying to stop flying out because their baby daddy said don't do it. None of them ain't finna stop flying out because their father said don't do it. They still go do it, looking for that thrill. And when they go get that thrill, and that thrill ain't the thrill that they want,
I need protection.
we gotta scour the whole world to try to figure out what's going on with you now. When your ass should have just listened to us and stay where we told you to be at.
You went left on that one, bro, but it's true. All that true.
You see what I'm saying?
All of it, you know? Yeah.
So
yeah, you know, and when they say about this protection, man, it's about a lot of times it's like an ego contest, or like, let me, you know, show me that you know, that you the one with the hands and you know, kind of like a dog on a leash. Nah, I mean we ain't be like, look, if it's like you said earlier, if we in the spot and like, you know, it's clear that me and my wife together, and then some dude trying to get at her and trying to, okay, that's different. Like, hey, I'm gonna step in then. Now, bro, move around. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, then what happens. But like, if it's like, you know, so like you say, somebody just talking words. Nah, man, I'm not gonna prove my hands or my fighting ability, you know, to you. Like, and even if you're the type of female that needs that, I want to be around you off the top. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, your wife know you, and your fuse more than likely run hot once you get there. Okay, well, let me grab his shirt, or let me grab him so I can keep him out of danger, keep him out of jail, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of woman that I would be interested in too. Not like, go fight him to prove to me how what type of hands you got. Nah, I ain't got to prove nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's time to, you know, when it's really time for action, okay, then we go. You know, but like, just, you know, just to prove something, nah, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's like you said, most people can't do what Will did last night, because them people gonna be there right there. You know, so especially if you at a show like that, you're not even gonna get to the stage, bro. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't doing this at no grocery store. You ain't doing this at no club.
Oh, man.
You ain't doing this on no just out and about in the neighborhood, in the apartments. Man, you're not gonna do that.
Nah, especially if you look like us. Come on, bro. Nah.
Put some on your ass in these streets.
Quit. Come on, man.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just and I'm gonna close with this. There's nothing wrong with protecting your wife, but your wife must understand that if protecting you is causing me to be unprotected, what the hell are we doing? If protecting you is going to cause me to be unprotected to whatever may be, do you think as a wife you should tell me, look, would I know you? There's no me.
Yeah.
So I know you want to protect me. I know you want to run in his mouth, but look at me. There's no family without you not being there. Don't care about that. Come home. Yeah. Let's go home. Yeah. I want to make sure I got my husband. I want to make sure you coming home to me every night. You coming home to see these kids every night. So guess what? But you do have a lot of these drama-filled women who love violence, who like to see that man think he could run up in another person's mouth and do all this and do all that. And man, like I said, it's a lot of brothers get killed. It's a lot of brothers get killed behind selective protection.
It's true.
Lose their life go to prison for the rest of their life behind selective protection.
Yep. Running up on the wrong one.
You know, I'll never tell a man how you gonna defend your wife. You know, but I'm gonna tell you, you better think long and hard because you might can defend her now. But if that person take you out, your wife and your family wide open.
Like you know, it was another episode. I don't remember which one we did, but we was talking about marriage and how you vet and young. You know what we said for the youngsters. You was like, you're gonna lose to one woman. You can only lose in this protection game one time. So like you say, when you go to jail for 30 years, like you say, your family wide open, and you know, and God knows if you get your life snuffed out, you ain't never coming back.
I ain't never coming back.
One and done, man. You know, I get it. It's times when you gotta, you know, throw caution to the wind and go do what you gotta do. I get that. I'm nobody talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a chance that cooler heads can prevail, that's all we're saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Somebody got to be cooler head.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. And this is what I'm saying. And I'm gonna end with this. As a man, you got to think. I gotta make it home to provide for my family and love my family. Me putting a can of whoop ass on this man over here after the night, if I survive it, ain't gonna mean absolutely nothing. It ain't gonna mean absolutely nothing. Or I ain't gonna do nothing but just gain a new enemy for the rest of my life now that I look over my shoulders from.
Look over your shoulder. Yep.
So we as men have to think in our protection. The biggest protection is to make sure I can protect you for as long as I live. The long run, instead of just protecting you for now, and I'm out of here. I'm gonna protect you now, but protection, a part of protection is sometimes it's moving around and getting the hell away from the situation.
It's true. Very
That's
true.
Part of protection.
Very true.
If it's fire, get away from the fire.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta let the people who take out the fires take out the fires. Yeah. You ain't always got to do it.
Yeah. Or not even putting yourself in that position off the top.
Not even putting yourself in that position off the top, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So that was my only thing with the Will Smith thing. It's just like, man, what if Chris Rock was one of them dudes that was just like, because you can think about it. What if Chris Rock was one of them real just low key, quiet, do his little thing, but he was a real goonie underneath all that.
Yeah.
He was a real, I'm gonna drop a bag on this nigga, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
What if he was really one of those people?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You never know, bro.
I'm a long game this nigga, because you gotta think about it, bro. You slap me. I ain't gotta get your revenge. I ain't gotta get my revenge on you no time this year.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta get my revenge on you no time. I can get my revenge on you next year.
Yeah.
When it all die down.
Yep.
2 years from now. I can catch you 2 years from now slipping.
Never see it coming.
Wow. Get you out of there.
Good. Yep.
Man, what happened? Man, that's crazy what happened to that boy. Yeah, it is. He just said no, he had to come in 2 years in the making. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, man, that was offending your wife. Guess we're gonna do a little jumping into strolling down the TL.
Boy, I bet you gonna be a whole lot of Will Smith, Chris Rock memes in this. Boy, I know he was getting roasted.
It's gonna be a lot of